You want to come fishing in the Bemidji area? Well, guess what? I have a report for you. I'm just kicked back in my alley getting ready to go out right now. We're going to talk about panfish. We're going to talk a little bit about walleyes and a little bit about muskies. So let's start off with panfish. I'm starting to catch some really nice panfish right off that weed line. I'm usually anchored up in like 7-8 feet of water, pitching out to the edge, the deeper edge, and that edges vary between 14 and 11 feet. We are in August. Weeds are at their maximum growth right now, and the pan fishing bite is really good. Bite window times, I'm an afternoon fisherman. I get up early for work
after 5. I'm not going fishing, I'm on my way to work.
4 in the afternoon, 5 in the afternoon till right at dark. And along with the panfish, I'm getting a mixed bag, which I love. Slip floating, small jigs, tipped with panfish, leech, chunky night crawlers, really doing the trick. Let's move on now to walleyes, everybody's favorite. Walleyes out on Lake Bemidji. During the day, you're gonna wanna fish deep. I think it's lead core time. Trolling crankbaits, I'm hearing on lead core is working good in 25 plus feet of water. Now again, I'm a second shifter. I like that afternoon bite. That's gonna change up a little bit. You're gonna start working a little bit shallower. Lindy rigging leeches, night crawlers. Another thing that I really like to do especially this month, is troll crankbaits at night. And what I'm doing and what I have done in the past is trolling mid-lake structure, humps, that type of stuff that's got weeds, and just troll around those right at dark and after dark. That's a headlamp situation, and using your GPS and your maps and stuff like that, you can stay right on the edge of those weeds and just troll like a number 7 and number 9 Rapala, a jointed one, any sort of shallow diving crankbait works really well for that. Muskies. I'm not a muskie fisherman. I have a ton of buddies that are. I don't want to get into it. I want to do it, but I don't want to get that addiction. But those guys they're fishing at night. Lake Bemidji, Cass Lake, it's a nighttime thing. Those guys are like vampires, but they're out there, they're throwing surface baits at night, big top waters, bucktails, that type of stuff. You can hear them. I can hear them when I'm trolling crankbaits at night. It's pretty cool. So that's about all I have right now. Just remember, variety is the spice of life, and challenge yourself. Get out there and fish for something you don't normally fish for, because it's super fun. All right, till then, have a good one, and maybe we'll see you up here. Bye.
Well, I can tell you one thing. On days like today, where it's 90 degrees, the only thing I'm thinking about right now is ice fishing, because it is hot. But you know what? These warm temperatures bring some pretty warm waters, and what that means in this area here, in the Chisago Lakes chain of lakes, is great pike fishing. Spent the weekend out this weekend chasing pike in the heat of the summer, and boy is it fun. We fished the weed lines, trolling crankbaits, and tried to maintain fishing in between 12 and 17 feet roughly, and we were able to catch fish in pretty much every depth, and we even went over a couple sunken humps out on the lake and mid-lake structure, and were able to pull pike out of 25 feet of water as well. So crankbaits that were working really well were stick baits, bright colors. You're talking chartreuses, bright purple, parrot colors, fire tiger colors, and some also old school spoon plugs, and some metal baits were working pretty well as well. Weeds were pretty good. This time of year, it's hard to say. The submergent weeds are up. Cabbage beds are looking pretty ripe. And depending upon how the wind is, there could be a lot of topwater weeds right now. But when we were out this weekend, we didn't really have to contend with too many topwaters. Wind was just right, so were conditions, and overall a real great time out on the water chasing the toothy critters. Tracy Corona here with Fish Addictions. Thanks for checking in. Check back in soon. Thanks.
For more information on Fish Addictions TV, check them out on all their social media.